Hey man, thanks for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures. Join me as I celebrate Cleveland's iconic Guardians of Traffic, situated atop the pylons of the Lorain Carnegie Bridge, officially designated as the Hope Memorial Bridge. Whether you're a Cleveland resident or visitor to the city, it's hard to ignore the magnificent Art Deco Guardians of Traffic atop of the four 43-foot sandstone pylons on the Lorain Carnegie Bridge. Leading up to the late 1932 opening of the Lorain Carnegie Bridge, there was limited publicity about the project, outside of a few newspaper articles, like this one. When the bridge finally opened, there was little fanfare, as Cleveland was reeling from the Great Depression, and a planned lower-level subway for the bridge was never constructed. The bridge was not completed due to funding issues, and entry to stairwells going down to the lower level were sealed after being repurposed and used for a few years as broom closets. Here's a look at where the original door for lower level access was built and how the entrance looks today. Funding issues aside, the Guardians of Traffic were fortunately created based on a collaboration of lead sculptor Henry Herring and architect Frank Walker from the prominent Cleveland firm of Walker and Weeks. Walker designed the Guardians in the popular Art Deco style of the time and modeled them after the Greek god Hermes. Walker designed each of the 8 different Guardians atop the 4 bridge pylons to hold a different vehicle, including a hay wagon, covered wagon, stagecoach, and a 1930s automobile. In addition, the Guardians are also holding 4 different trucks representative of the time. The massive Guardian sculptures were created primarily by Italian immigrants at the Ohio Cut Stone Company in Cleveland's Little Italy. The stonemasons also included Harry Hope, father of future legendary Cleveland entertainer Bob Hope. Once the Guardians were completed, they were carefully placed atop the bridge's pylons. Over the ensuing decades, polluted air from the nearby steel mills began to corrode the Lorain Carnegie Bridge along with the Guardian sculptures. While reviewing needed bridge repairs in March of 1976, County Engineer Albert Porter stated, "These columns are monstrosities and should be torn down and forgotten." Porter followed up his controversial statement about tearing down the Guardians the following day, adding, "Naming these gargoyles historic objects simply introduces a lot of red tape." Despite Porter's efforts to get rid of the Guardians, local Cleveland preservationists not only were able to save the Guardians, but they were actually able to gain them a designation in the National Register of Historic Places. In the early 1980s, much needed bridge repair, along with the Guardian sculptures getting spruced up, occurred, and in a 1983 celebration, the bridge was reopened and also renamed as the Hope Memorial Bridge in honor of Harry Hope, one of the original stonemasons and father of entertainer Bob Hope. Years after their renovation, the Guardians of Traffic have come to symbolize Cleveland. When LeBron James left town in 2018, Sherwin-Williams created a new banner featuring the Guardians of Traffic. In addition, Cleveland's cool Guardian Mile Race, which I've run a couple times across the bridge, pays homage to the Guardians of Traffic. The Guardian Mile has grown in popularity each year and typically features several Olympic runners, along with many Clevelanders enjoying a truly unique run. Perhaps it was a coincidence, but the classic baseball movie Major League literally begins with a shot of one of the Guardians of Traffic. Years later, when the Cleveland Indians decided to change the name of their team, they looked for a name representative of the city's history and settled on Guardians. You can see how the logo includes elements of the Guardians sculpture. And finally, what better way to celebrate the Guardians of Traffic than a Market Garden Brewery Guardians of Traffic themed IPA? Next time you're near the Lorain Carnegie Bridge, you might want to go check out the Guardians of Traffic, or perhaps a quick stop by the Market Garden Brewery to enjoy a Citramax Pale Ale, Guardian themed of course. Thanks again for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures. For more adventures, check out my videos about the Cleveland West Side Market or Haley's Department Store. Links are below. Also, check out my graphic novel, Hey You Punks, about growing up on Cleveland's gritty near West Side.